Hey guys, it's Yadi here. Welcome back to my channel. I just filmed this makeup look right now and I'm about to do a hair tutorial for you guys on just how I curl my hair. I was going to do it together, but the thing is that I didn't want to make a long ass video and it takes me about like 20 minutes or so to do my hair when it's already dry. Like right now it's already blow dried it, and then I straighten just around my edges a little bit because my hair is really wavy, so I tend to get like really curly hair around my edges right here. So I went ahead and straightened that and then parted it down where I want it. So now I'm just gonna curl it and then show you guys what I do to tease it and then the products I use to style it. So if you guys want to learn how I do my hair, just keep watching. Alright, so first off, like I said, I already parted it where I want it to be parted, and that's always kind of like on the side right here because I like that little flowiness for the bangs. So right now I don't have real bangs, like I just have long bangs. Like I haven't trimmed my bangs in so long, so these are my bangs right here. So I just work with whatever I have, and I haven't gotten a haircut in a while. I really need a trim really bad, but I just haven't gotten one. So my hair might look a little frizzy at the ends, and that's because it's hella dry. Like my hair is so beat, but whatever, gotta work with what I have. So first off, I'm gonna start off by using the Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum, and I'm just gonna be pumping 2 pumps and then rubbing it like this first. And I mainly concentrate it on my ends because that's where I need a lot more help. So I'm just gonna concentrate this on my ends and then rub whatever's left over on the rest of the hair and just work my way up. I don't try to use too much up on my scalp because I don't want to look hella oily, especially since I just washed my hair. But I just do it like this, really concentrated on the ends. For this hair tutorial, I'm gonna be using my Hot Shot tools in the this is a 5/8, I believe. Since I do have shorter hair, I like to use this size because it gives me more of a loose kind of wave instead of giving me that tight curl. I don't like tight curls, so this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to start off by parting my hair. I always do like the front of my hair last. I curl it last just so it can last longer, so it won't, you know, these curls can fall out and I don't care because they're underneath, but those curls I want them to last longer. So I always start, I use a big paddle brush, make sure there's no knots. Then I start from the back and I grab chunks about this big, and then I start kind of like halfway and curl inward like this, and then let it sit there for a couple seconds and then release it, clamp it again, hold it for a few more seconds, and then I let them go. And it gives me a curl kind of like this. And I just let them sit there for a little bit. So I curl all the rest of my hair and let those sit there just so they can set a little bit before I mess with them or put any hairspray on them. So I'm gonna do the same to this side over here. Start halfway, dragging the rest, clamp it, and then curl it all the way. Let it sit for a couple seconds and then let it go. So I do this all around my head, and I kind of do the same direction. I know a lot of people would like to flip them in and out or whatever, but I like to stick to the same kind of direction for the curl, or the same going inwards like this for my curls. I mean, everybody does them different, but I mean, do whatever works for your hair. But for my hair, I just feel like this works a lot better. It does give me a lot more volume too. So do the same thing to the rest of my hair. Okay, so before I move over to the other side, since this side's already curled, I like to set it with a little bit of texturizing spray just so it can give me that volume that I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. And this texturizing spray is the Ion Texture Spray Wax, and I got this from Sally's, so you can find these at Sally's. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray in here. And I like to lift it as I spray just so I can really get in there. And then this stuff makes your hair kind of sticky, but just let it sit for a little bit and then you could come back and work with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl this side and then come back and work with this side. So I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. Start with the back. And then curl this way. And like I said, I kind of start halfway and then I drag in the rest. So now for the front, I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of the Ion pomade, and this is just a texturizing wax. I'm gonna go ahead and use this up here because I don't know if you guys can see that, but I have a whole bunch of crazy baby hairs up here, like crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this to slick them down a little bit. After that, I always like to go back and brush it just so it can look a little bit more natural and it doesn't look all shiny and slick, because that's not the look that I'm going for. Okay, after I brush it and then I curl it, I always start with this side since I have a lot more hair on this side. So I just curl the same exact way. I curled it the same way, but I pulled it back a little bit, just kind of like so, like this, and then just let it go and then push it back. So it could kind of give me like that little whoop thingy. And then I let it sit for a little bit. So for the front, I don't like to use a texturizing spray because like I said, it's really sticky and I hate that sticky feeling. So I just use a little bit of this texturizing spray, and this one right here is almost out. This is a Kenra dry thickening spray. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this up here. And this one's not sticky, but it also doesn't hold that much, you know? So it just kind of makes it a little bit like if it was, you know, if you had dirty hair. I mean, that's what thickening spray does, kind of makes it feel a little dirty. So you can work with it better, so it can give you more volume. So I do the same thing to this side. The front ones, I do curl away from my face. Basically, I curl away from my face for all the curls. So I don't like the curls coming in this way. I like them that way. So I curl them that way. So, okay, so that's done right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the Kenra spray. Okay, so now what I like to do, and this is optional, you totally don't have to do this if you're doing your hair like this, but I like to go back and brush it out a little bit. Like I said, I don't like tight curls, so I go back and brush them a little bit just to make them a little bit wavier. All right, and now I go in with the little teasing comb, and this one I also got from Sally's, and I like to start teasing on this side first. And then to tease my hair, I'm going to be using the generic Kenra spray. This one I also got from Sally's, and I'm just going to spray it right at the root and then tease. I don't do like major teasing. I just do teasing just to give me a little bit more volume right there. And just do this maybe like in 4 or 5 chunks. It looks crazy, I know, but I just brush it out, brush it from the top. I don't try to brush the middle out because that's where the tease is at. So I just brush it out just like so. And then what I usually do, wait, hang on, let me tease this side, then I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. Separate it, tease it. And I don't really add hairspray down here. when I'm teasing, just because I already did that thickening spray, and like I said, that freaking thing's really sticky. So I don't want to add too much stickiness to my hair because then I can't stand it. I hate feeling my hair all crunchy and stuff. But okay, then it should look something like this. Then I go back and brush this down too. I just brush the top just to make that big ass bump go down a little bit. So just start looking something like this. Okay, and now I do this maybe like two or sometimes I only do one chunk depending on how much volume I need, but I do that to the back piece so it won't look like it's all uneven. You know what I mean? Just to kind of even the big head out. But okay, so after I'm done kind of fixing it like that, what I like to do is grab a little bit of hairspray. In this hairspray, I bought it at Walmart. Now I'm just gonna spray just so I can kind of hold it in place. This hairspray smells so good. Okay, just jump it around. And then you can either leave it like this, or what I like to do is slick this side down and pin it, not pin it, just pull it over to the side. And I just feel like it looks a little bit, it just makes me feel a little bit more glamorous. Right now my bang has a little bit of volume, not too much. If I do want to add a little bit more volume, what I like to do is grab this front piece and tease it just a tiny bit. And then brush it out just so I can have a little bit more volume. And then I like to go in with a little bit more of that ion pomade and then just slick this down so it won't move. Stay behind my little ear. And then brush it down to make it look more natural. And then after I'm done, just so I won't lose any of the volume for, you know, for a couple hours or whatever, because my volume goes down after a few hours. I'm not gonna lie, it does. What I like to do is go back in like with any comb or whatever and just go in and kind of fluff from the bottom. Just kind of grab random pieces and just fluff it a bit, especially like in between here because my hair's so heavy in here. I just like to go in and grab chunks and just tease in there so it could just stay a little bigger throughout the day, not go all flat after a few hours. So I just do the same to this side. All right, so there you have it. This is the finished look. It's not like a hard hairdo to do. It's just really easy. I just curl it and then tease it and slick it. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out my makeup tutorial. Like I said, I did record this previously to do my hair, so don't forget to check that out. All right guys, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.